Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. This is Tuesday, July 26th. And today we're talking about what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on daily? What are you focusing on? What's your goals? What's your dreams? What is taking up your brain space every day? And of course, I'm going to reference some sports analogies. So it's like, keep your eye on the ball. It's like in football, in hockey. One of my best, when I think about this topic, I think about Wayne Gretzky. Hopefully you have all heard of Wayne Gretzky, the hockey, the most famous hockey player. Well, at least I know. I'm not a big hockey fan, but I know who Wayne Gretzky is. But I remember a quote he said is like, if someone asked him, like, how what's the one thing that you did that you always focused on that made you so great? The one thing. And he said is, I always skated towards where the puck was going to be, not skate towards the puck. So this was his focus. He focused on not the puck. He focused where the puck was going to go by the time he got there. Kind of like a receiver and a quarterback. The quarterback, when the quarterback's throwing that pass, they're not throwing it to where the receiver is at that second, right? Wouldn't be there. They are both, the receiver is running to where the ball's going to be, and that the quarterback's throwing the ball to where the receiver is going to be. That's their focus. So where I put that into business or into real estate, you got to focus on one thing, where you want to be ultimately. Like example, that pass, we'll stick with that analogy, is just one task to get to the end zone, to get a touchdown, to get more points, to hopefully win the game, that win enough games to get to the playoffs, to win the playoff games, to get to the Super Bowl. That one pass, they're focusing that second on that pass, is not focusing on the Super Bowl, right? That quarterback, Tom Brady, when he's throwing a pass, he's not focusing like in his head. He's thinking all about that pass, that play, what's happening. He's not thinking about, I can't wait till when I win the Super Bowl and pick up that trophy. Is he thinking about that? No. So the main point I'm trying to make is daily, your passes are prospecting, networking, farming an area, you're calling for sale by owners and expireds, doing open houses. Those are your plays, and focus on them 100%. And then the play itself, let's say, is the initial one phone call. You're focused on that one phone call that gets to enough phone calls, that gets to enough people in your sphere, that gets to enough referrals, that gets enough appointments with new buyers, which gets to enough new buyers and new listings, which gets to the sales, which brings in the commission checks, which all the commission checks enter into the total amount of income you make for the year. And then every year when you do this, it turns into retirement plans, into financial security. But you can't sit there all day going, I'm not financially secure, I'm not where I want to be, and just focus on that. You have to focus on the play, right? And what do you have to do? You got to focus on practicing. So when there is no game and there's no pass, what are they doing? They're practicing. They're meeting, they're analyzing what they've done, they are planning, they're organizing, they're coming up with ideas, they're analyzing the defense of who they're going to go up against. So how I connect that to what you do, you sit back, let's see, let's analyze my database, let's figure out which angle I'm going to, every single person in my database who I'm contacting, what angle am I going to go at with them? Are they call? Are they stop by the house? Are they an email? Are they a text? Defense, objection handling. Like example, their defense. When you ask them, when you're ready to buy or sell a house, you have a trusted real estate advisor. And if they say yes, and or some type of objection that they don't want to use you, and explain how are you going to handle that? How are you going to handle that objection, that defense, and go around it? Well, these are the things that I would do for you and would love to be your trusted real estate advisor, even if you already have someone or that someone isn't around, or if it's your brother-in-law. What are those objections that people can give you? And that could go on for hours about objection handling, and what you're going to say to get through that defense, get through that objection handling. So I knew I was going to use the sports analogies, at least the football analogy, a little bit with the focus. But think about that every day in practice. So those football teams, NFL, they're playing one weekend, one Sunday. Yeah, that's not always on a Sunday, but once a week. But every day in the week, probably the other 6 days, or at least 5 days, they might have one rest day. They're practicing and focusing on the practice, focusing on the plays, focusing on they have time in the locker room, and they're analyzing what they did last week, and they're going over to the new plays for the next week, and they're objection handling of what the defense are going to go up against and how to get through that defense. That's what you have to do every day and focus on every day, and get in the game. Get in the game. Your goal is to get in the game, which is get that appointment, get that listing appointment, get that new buyer, and get those to ultimately get to your Super Bowl, whatever your ultimate dream and goal is, that you're not focusing on daily, but you know it's there. Those are the things you're doing to get there. So hopefully that made some sense, gave you some focus today. So remember, have a great Tuesday, but remember, I'm here for you. Call, text, email me anytime. I'll set some time aside for you to help you with whatever you need. So have a good one. Thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. Bye-bye.